Did you know there are more than a dozen islands in Flathead Lake? Some have homes on them, but one of them remains much the same as it was for centuries. In tonight's Page 8 report, Mark Holyoak takes us on a tour of the magical Melita Island.
It traps you, it grabs you. It's a magical place.
Located 12 miles north of Polson and 28 miles south of Kalispell, Melita is the third largest island in Flathead Lake, and there's only one way to get there.
What makes it most unique is that anywhere you come to this island from, you have to come by water.
Just off Big Arm Bay, Melita Island covers some 65 acres. Despite being 0.8 of a mile from the nearest landing, you'll find mule deer and other wildlife that enjoy the peace Melita offers.
Not only have we got the deer, we have had there's been a nesting pair of bald eagles. We've gone from 1 osprey nest to 4 osprey nests. There's not much vegetation for them, but there's no predators. There's no coyotes, there's no skunks, there's nothing to eat the birds, so the fauna is a little different than the squirrels or pine squirrels or continually to be the same generations year after year.
The island's history is about as captivating as its scenery. Originally called Wild Goose Island, then Wilgus Island after the Scotsman who owned it, a branch of the Masonic Order called the Montana Knights Templar bought it for $2,500 in 1916 and renamed it Melita in honor of the Battle of Malta in the 1500s, when the Christians beat the invading Turks in one of the bloodiest wars in history. In 1928, the Knights Templar built St. Omar's Cabin just off Melita's north shore to serve as a getaway of sorts for its members. They also built a lodge that served as a convention center and hosted parties during the Prohibition era. Today, it's a base for visiting Boy Scouts. Construction of Kerr Dam in the 1930s altered the look of Flathead Lake and Melita.
Before Kerr Dam, this island, every few years, you could drive to it. So what you're standing on right here is an old road. And that was an old road. You can just picture probably a Model A going up and down here, because it could drive over here at certain periods, certain times of the year.
Ownership of the island changed hands several times until the Montana Council of the Boy Scouts of America capped a hectic fundraising period and purchased it for $1.5 million in 2004.
Good evening, camp!
While it's now home to hundreds of scouts for summer camp each year, much of the island remains undeveloped, just as it was years ago.
It changes. Probably every quarter of a mile, the island has a different atmosphere to offer. There's secluded coves, there's broad bays, there's tall, towering old-growth ponderosa pines, there's woodpeckers and various birds. There's the ospreys who whistle at you. You become enamored by the place. It's magical, it's mystical, it's Melita Island.
The driving force behind the Boy Scouts' purchase of Melita is a group of former Melita Island Scouts headed up by Chris Roberts called the Phoenix Patrol. Members who love scouting, raise the funds, plan future upgrades, and have a goal of establishing Melita as a world-class scout camp. Many of them are working at camp right now. Mark Holyoak for Montana's news station.